President Ruto is going to be removed by visionary reignited Kenyans. That is the message Samson Cherargei faced at Citizen TV political observation as we approach 2027.
And I'm telling you, don't be worried about who is going to remove President William Ruto. President William Ruto is not going to be removed by a political balkanization. He's not going to be removed by a political group. He's going to be removed by a visionary, reignited Kenyans who still believe in the aspiration of Kenya. Aspiration of Kenya is this: have a country where each and everyone is having his dignity as provided in Article 28, and that each Kenyan can feel that they are members of this country and not settlers. It is so sad, Trevor, that this is the country where a family owns a whole county, yet we talk about squatters. Okay. How do you talk about squatters when one family of persons who are also staying abroad are controlling a half of Eldoret town, Cherargei? Okay. There's a family holding a half of Eldoret town, and you go to Eldoret and you find them still being taken to court because they are settlers. The Mark II family. Do you want me to name people? Okay. Let me tell you. The Mark II family is holding a half of Eldoret. Okay. The Biwot family is holding a half of Eldoret, and you are telling me here that there are some squatters next to Eldoret town, and you are here a senator of that region, and those people are squatters in their own country, where one family of people who are staying abroad don't even know the land titles of those regions. All right. And they are still there. Yeah. I want to conclude, yes, my brother. It pains sometimes when you see a person at the level who is supposed to be a legislator, who is supposed to fight for Kenyans, who is supposed to talk for Kenyans, well, after they have even ended up within only 2 years in a government which has failed terribly to have 3 or 4 reshuffles, and you still come on television to confirm that you will still go back. You want to go back, you are almost doing another reshuffle, because even the people you took in, some have confirmed, like ICT department is being headed by somebody who doesn't even know how to eat and X operates. It's very sad in this country when we have young people with sharp brains who can do that thing. Okay. It's not just about being on the chair. It's about ensuring that that chair on which you sit makes better the life of Kenyans. All right. That's all.
Nyamita, you raised the issue of leasing, and you've heard what the issue that Willis has with the leasing of the sugar mills. The issue is the process. It's not so much what the people who've been leased to will do. It's a how.
So in this video, we want to analyze why is Ruto's removal now raising eyebrows amidst to Samson Cherargei, a man whom I know for many years, couldn't believe, couldn't react, but faced the situation. Before I dig deep into this, ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to meet you once again. Thank you so much for your continued support in this broadcast. To the new subscribers who are subscribed to this channel, I want to say thank you for your subscription. If you are watching me for the first time, having interest to proceed with this kind of political discussion, I request you kindly do me a favor. Take a 1 second, click that notification bell, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share my videos to your friends, family, and relatives. Let's proceed. Sorry. There's one thing happening here. It is no longer secret, but it's going to be Kenyans and the president. Not president versus the IBC. No. It's going to be Kenyans and the president. Kenyans are now planning to turn out in large numbers and vote out President William Ruto. While William Ruto is preparing himself that the only last hope he is remaining with is IBC. And as I told you, he will try with any means to lure Ugandans to vote for him, to lure Somali to vote for him, just because he is now realizing that the ground today is not welcoming him. So today, when Trevor held a political conversation at Citizen TV, the politician made it clear to Ruto's point man, Samson Cherargei, that as much as he is a close friend to the president, they must prepare for this. President William Ruto is going to be removed by reignited Kenyans, visionary, reignited Kenyans. When we talk about visionary Kenyans who are listening to themselves, want a better future, and ready for war. That is what we mean. So according to them, they are seeing William Ruto losing ground every now and then. And they were just passing this source of information to Ruto's point man, Samson Chergai, to go and tell the president that he is losing ground, and he has lost the ground many years ago, several times, and up to now. And now the only option is remaining with is to exit or to quit the office, because 2027 is going to thwart him terribly, as much as he is preparing himself. But he must be aware that Kenyans are angry, they are annoyed, and not ready to accept him anymore to run or to rule this country. I couldn't believe seeing Samson Chergai keeping quiet and saying, and couldn't even utter in a single word. It means that the words which he was being given at Citizen TV was a very clear words, a strong words, and he couldn't react because they were facts. Him also now understand where the country is heading to. Mejua wanasiasa wanaongeanga tu. Lakini that message is very much clear. That is no longer going to be a IBC, but it's going to be Kenyans versus the president. Who will win the battle? That is the question. From where I sit, it is Kenyans going to win this battle. Because I believe if they come out in large numbers and vote President William Ruto out from the office, then even this vote race is going to be a little bit difficult for him. Let's assume each and every place Ruto is getting no. How many votes are those? And that surprisingly, maybe even in Rift Valley, where he has all his hope and trust in, might even give him half, then the remaining vote goes to Amunyoro. Time will tell. That is the drama at Citizen TV. Samson Chergai couldn't defend Ruto anymore. It means that he might be on his way to dump even President Ruto, because ground is hostile, things are hot. The only message he can give to people in social media or in this country, that we appointed body, we are appointed this to be treasury, that and that, blah 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 blah. Kenyans don't want that. They want William Ruto to perform. He should perform based on free education in this country, good roads in the county level, electricity everywhere, no more blackout, no more fake abducting, no more illegal arrest, and if Kenyans storm the street, let him allow Kenyans to exercise their feeling and come up with something essential which should be put on the discussion. No more fake advisors is having, earning 1 million that I told you I gave roughly 500,000. I will dismantle all those because it is wastage of Kenyans' resources. No more unpacking your friends, but perform. Kenyans need to perform. Kenyans need performance. Sorry. And again, find on how we can complete the flood, disturbing the people in Nyanza region, Turkana, Coastal, Ukambani, and even some parts of Mount Kenya, Nyandarua. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? Give us your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye.